what did you make of the efforts to overturn the American election? Claims of massive voter fraud and illegal casting of ballots.
All of those 50 states certified the result, sent it forward. The Electoral College took those counts, they sent it forward to Congress. So we have gone through the constitutional process. I know there was lots of accusations. Unfortunately, there were tragic events at the Capitol, but it is clear that we will have the inauguration and that we will have a new president and new vice president. And they will take the oath that all of us, that I take, that every member of the U.S. government takes, which is to uphold the rule of law and our Constitution.
We are awaiting the inauguration of Joseph R. Biden as the 46th President of the United States. His victory was described as one of people over power.
Good afternoon, folks.
And we all hope for a successful Biden presidency.
It was in the midst of a pandemic, but Americans in every state decided that they were going to come out and vote. They voted really in every state in record numbers. Many Americans voted for President Trump. But many Americans voted for President-elect Biden. I think he and Kamala Harris have been very clear. Their first focus is going to be on addressing COVID-19 in the United States. I think at the same time, their focus will be on how to help rebuild the economy, to sustain people through this process, to protect children and have children go back to school, to deploy the vaccine throughout the country. So I think these will be their first steps. They've also, of course, talked about international relations and their engagement with this region, with ASEAN, with East Asia Pacific region, with Europe. So they have a lot of work ahead of them. And just like every country, part of the reality of the situation will drive them forward, which is the pandemic and the economy.
Do you see January 20th, 2021 as a new chance to heal, rebuild, and strengthen the democracy that Americans cherish?
So I do. I think every time we in the U.S. go through this process, even if it's a difficult process, even if there's lots of division, even if there's lots of disagreement, as you say, that we show a lack of unity, that going through the process and recommitting ourselves to it is part of who we are as Americans. It reminds us of this is who we need to be going forward. This is what we have to protect for future generations.
The incoming president has vast foreign policy experience. Do you have a sense of how he will approach countries like Malaysia and ASEAN as a region?
I think he is aware, and many of the people that he has brought into the government have worked with ASEAN before, have worked with the region before. They're aware of how dynamic East Asia Pacific region is in terms of global economy, and that there are many challenges in the region going forward that will require not just bilateral relations, but for the region together to address them together. Environmental issues. I mean, it seems like a long time ago when I was here and we were worrying about the haze and the fires. And that is, again, a transnational issue, whether it's trafficking in persons and labor issues, migration issues. President-elect Biden has selected a team of people to work on climate change. These are global issues that also have a huge impact on the ASEAN region. So I think, how do I say this? There's lots of work to do together.